So first of all, what is a serger? And do you need one? Especially if you're a beginner. And what's the difference between a serger and a regular sewing machine? So the first thing that you should know is that sergers are an entirely separate machine from sewing machines. And they're primarily used to trim fabric and enclosed seams all in one step. They use overlock stitches to prevent fraying and enclose the seams nicely and quickly. What is an overlock stitch, you may ask? Well, it's a type of stitch that sews over the edge of one or two pieces of fabric at the same time as it sews a straight stitch to keep them together, which helps prevent fraying and also encloses the seam at the same time. So a serger is comparable in cost to purchasing an additional sewing machine, and depending on the brand, it may actually be more expensive. It also includes its own accessories. This includes its own thread spools, its own presser feet, and its own type of needles. So one of the most noticeable differences between a serger and a sewing machine is that sergers have more thread spools. Unlike a sewing machine, which typically has one, unless your sewing machine has the capability of twin needle sewing, sergers have anywhere from 2 to 6 threads. There are different types of sergers based on the number of threads it can handle, but most typically you'll see either a 3-thread or 4-thread machine for home sewing. Sergers use at least 2 needles for added stability and include at least 1 thread spool for each needle. Similar to the way bobbins work, sergers also have looper threads that feed up through the inside bottom of the machine to tie into the serger chain. A 4-thread serger has both upper and lower loops of thread. Sergers also feature separate tension discs for each thread, spool / loop of thread. Additionally, sergers also have knives inside the machine that work together to trim the excess fabric as it is being sewn. This ensures that you always have a clean edge and a uniform stitch. It really adds to a professional look. So, what can you use sergers for? Although typically more ideal for finishing seams, they can also be used to complete full projects or even sew a complete garment, depending on the project. There is a caveat, however, when looking to construct full-scale garment projects with sergers. They can actually be somewhat limited, and typically you only use knitted materials with a serger if you're going to try to complete an entire project. So while you can technically sew a full-scale woven fabric garment with a serger, it's not ideal because it can be somewhat limited. One of the reasons is that you should really allow for extra seam allowance with woven fabric because it has less flexibility, less give in the fabric, and it's typically prone to excessive fraying, so you kind of want that extra space there, and a serger doesn't allow for that. So when do you want to use a serger? Sergers are typically best suited for inside seams, like on a shirt. They're also ideal for using knitted fabrics, like maybe sewing a knitted dress, because knitted fabric isn't prone to fraying and you don't need that excess seam allowance. Also, the serger has the capability to sew those finished seams over stretchy fabric, which is something that is really cool and is also a little bit harder to do on a sewing machine. So a serger sounds pretty cool, right? But wait a minute. While they can be a pretty cool addition to your sewing room, they are not a substitute for a regular sewing machine. Sergers cannot accomplish some of the basic sewing tasks, like top stitching, buttonholes, zippers, and they can't finish roll hems. And although sergers can do curves pretty well, they can't do corners the same way sewing machines can do. You know how if you're sewing, say, a box, and you sew down to one end, you lift up your presser foot, turn the fabric 90 degrees, put it back down, and then continue sewing? Yeah, serger really can't do that. It needs to be one continual feed. So, do you actually need a serger? Well, let's take a look, because I want to make sure that you have everything that you need, but don't have to spend money on something that you don't need. Furthermore, I don't want you to be confused. And I say this from personal experience because I was told when I was looking for a sewing machine that all I needed was a serger. And I'm gonna dive into why that's not helpful. While you may not be able to have a serger apart from a sewing machine, you can have a sewing machine apart from a serger. And one of the reasons why is that, first of all, you may not need to do the functions that a serger allows you to do. You can perform nearly all of your sewing tasks on a sewing machine. And there's also a way to finish raw edges and enclose seams on your sewing machine without needing a serger. A regular sewing machine can finish seams sufficiently and enclose raw edges without having to incur the additional cost of a second machine, especially if you're just a beginner. In fact, depending on the type of sewing machine you have, you may actually be able to finish seams and enclose raw edges in a similar way to without needing a second machine. Furthermore, sergers may be unnecessary for you if garment construction is not going to be your primary method of sewing, and if you don't intend to frequently work with knitted fabrics. Since sewing machines can finish raw edges and enclose seams, especially if your machine comes with an overcasting foot, they are likely all that is needed with infrequent garment construction and infrequent use of knitted fabrics. I, for one, have been sewing for years, and I still don't have a serger. And right now I don't particularly see a need for one given the type of sewing that I do most often. My advice to you, especially if you're a beginner, is just to take some time to focus on learning a sewing machine. Take the time to really learn the stitches and the technique involved in using a regular sewing machine, and then as you become more advanced, you can evaluate whether you need a serger or if just a serger would really allow for additional efficiency and convenience in your sewing. But as a beginner, it really isn't necessary. Just like many features in sewings, the primary benefit of a serger is ease, convenience, and efficiency in your sewing. If you do think that you're going to be sewing a lot of knitted projects, dresses, or if you want to do like a lot of clothes for your child or something, then you might want to look into getting a serger, because it can really speed up the process and add a lot of efficiency. However, it isn't necessary. There's plenty that you can do without it, and I want to make sure that you don't feel obligated to get anything that you don't need. Okay, so how can you finish raw edges and seams without a serger? The first method is a zigzag stitch. Now, just about every machine comes with the capability of a zigzag stitch, so you should be able to do this method regardless of what type of machine you have, whether it is mechanical or computerized, advanced or not. The zigzag stitch can be used for enclosing raw edges and finishing seams. In order to do this, you just make sure that your needle is lined up so that the outer edge of the zigzag catches the very edge of the fabric or just over the fabric. You can either use a zigzag stitch to pre-treat all of your edges, or you can use it to give seams a nicer finish. When finishing seams with a zigzag stitch, go ahead and sew your seam together with a regular stitch, with your regular seam allowance, and then take the zigzag stitch and just run it along the edge of that seam to fully enclose the raw edges. Now, another alternative to having a serger, which I actually think is probably the closest to having a serger, is to utilize an overedge stitch and overcasting presser foot. Now, the overcasting presser foot and overedge stitch is something that is typically limited to a slightly more advanced computerized machine. However, it is, in my opinion, at least as far as I am aware, the method that most closely resembles the way a serger finishes seam. This is because this presser foot and stitch allows you to sew a seam together and enclose the raw edge in one step. So just like the zigzag stitch, the overcasting method can also be used to pre-treat all of the edges of the fabric just to prevent it from fraying. It can also add strength to a seam even when fraying is not a concern. So if you invest in a sewing machine that has the capability, the overcasting stitch, then you can more likely achieve all of your sewing needs in one machine. And you can come pretty close to the functions of a serger without having to get that additional machine. Just as a note, I probably use the overcasting foot second to only the general purpose foot. And I use it to enclose pretty much all of my seams, especially since the type of projects that I'm doing just don't require a fancy type of seam. And on top of that, enclosing them with the over edge stitch typically ends up making it stronger as well as preventing unraveling. And that's all in one step, so I don't have to go through it twice. I would highly recommend purchasing a machine that has that presser foot included, or consider adding it if your machine allows for that. So in summary, no, you do not need a serger, especially if you're a beginner. You can enclose raw edges and finish seams just fine with a regular machine, and that may actually be all that you ever need. However, you can easily add a serger in the future if your sewing becomes more advanced or you find that that would really help with the efficiency of your particular sewing. And of course, if you're planning on sewing a lot of knit fabrics or a lot of clothing, then you may want to go ahead and upgrade. But if you're like me and you're primarily focused on sewing accessories, then maybe you don't ever need one. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and check back next week because we're going to be covering additional ways to prevent fraying and enclose seams without a serger. With woven fabric, but you don't have to spin on some. However, so a serger seems pretty cool, doesn't it? But wait a minute.